For the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year two together in the booth. Off we go on EA Sports. And they bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Hunt team out, ready to send this one away. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Right back to Boyd. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Here's a designed run. Taking up, and he will take it in himself. The dual threat of the quarterback, when you have one that can run, Why not use them, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the visitors have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. Good blocking, and he's in.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in.
In trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The home team's offense and their running back getting set. set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The ball's out. It is picked up by the defense. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now, faking the give, moving to his right. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. We're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the ground, a 1st down run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So that's to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the visitors will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll look to throw. A toss left side, caught by his running back. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Second and 7. Throwing now from a flash, and he lost the football. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover, and they will hold on to the football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3rd down and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. The veteran, Danico Autry, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafting at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence, and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. I mean, we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll step up and run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Greg, you take a step back and look at the AFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title, but you have to remember 2 other teams in this division won double-digit games last year. So the question is, are the Chargers and the Broncos that far behind Kansas City?
Yeah, it sounds crazy when you mentioned 9 in a row. You think, oh, they're just going to continue to run away with it. But I'm actually fascinated by this division. I think LA and Denver are a lot closer to this year's version of Kansas City, maybe than there's a lot of talk about around the rest of the league. So until someone beats them, you'd be crazy to not pick Kansas City. But last year it was a 4-game and a 5-game spread between them. I think this year, come down the stretch, that spread is going to be a lot tighter.
No, Greg, I'm thinking if I'm a fan or even in the front office for the Chargers. He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. To Nico Autry. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Pushed out to his left. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will tie up the game.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
A quick throw right side. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
39-yard line.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of a yard.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Rolling right, and the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal. Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He runs with it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Big hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Turner's pass, complete to number 89. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 4.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good, he just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Rolling to the left. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were a high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 4 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 14 on that walk. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going through.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing now on third and long, and that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's first and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. From the 20, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, You're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From 31, here is 2nd and 8. To throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now the gun, here's a run up the gut, and that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Third and long. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. A good throw, that's complete on the slant. They get 16 on that connection, and that will be a 1st down.
In these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups. He continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
This one complete right side. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and he takes it in. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but once you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And his guys will go up by 7.
Makes the score our home team 23. Visitors 16.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And now here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Up the middle they go. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throw on the run is complete. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And a first down.
Now a handoff, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second and 12.
Now they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. Handoff here, up the middle. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. to him on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the gun, here's a handoff. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up third and 8.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is perfect. And his guys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The crowd trying to make some noise. Here comes the visiting offense. Down by 13, a minute 39 to go. How will this play out? We'll watch. They come up for first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Second down.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
A gain of 21 yards. And a first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. On second and 10, they'll try to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A lot on the line here. Fourth down and 9. He'll look to throw. And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the first down, but he could not stay in. As a result, they're going to turn this over on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And they've got this one in hand.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.